Hi, I'm Sophie, and I'm going to tell you about a full day in my life. It's a typical day, but I love to find little things that make each day special. Here's how my day went. I woke up early this morning. It was still a little dark outside, and the sun was just starting to rise. I could see a soft glow in the sky, and the air in my room felt cool and fresh. I stayed in bed for a few moments, just enjoying the quiet. My bed was so warm and cozy, but I knew it was time to get up and start the day. The first thing I did was grab my phone and check the time. It was 6:30 a.m. I like waking up early because it gives me time to get ready slowly and enjoy the morning. I put my phone down and stretched. Stretching always helps me feel awake. Then, I got out of bed and headed straight to the bathroom. I brushed my teeth and washed my face. The cold water felt refreshing, and it helped me wake up completely. After I was done in the bathroom, I went back to my room to make my bed. I like having a tidy space. It makes me feel like I'm ready to take on the day. Once my bed was made, I opened the window to let in some fresh air. The cool breeze made my room feel bright and airy. Next, I went to the kitchen to make breakfast. I usually have something simple, but today I felt like making something a little different. I decided to make scrambled eggs with toast. I also cut up some fresh fruit, strawberries and bananas, to have on the side. While I was cooking, I listened to some music. I always like having background music while I cook. It makes everything more fun. When my breakfast was ready, I sat down at the table and ate slowly. The eggs were perfectly soft, and the fruit was sweet and refreshing. I sipped on a glass of orange juice, and it was a nice, peaceful start to my morning. After breakfast, I had some time before I needed to start work. So I decided to go for a walk. I put on my sneakers and grabbed my headphones. I love listening to music or podcasts while I walk. Today, I listened to a podcast about travel. The hosts were talking about their adventures in different countries. And it made me think about places I'd like to visit one day. As I walked through the park near my house, I noticed how beautiful the morning was. The sun was fully up now, and it was shining through the trees. The leaves were starting to change color because it's autumn, and some had already fallen to the ground. There were a few people in the park, some walking their dogs and others jogging. I smiled at a few people as we passed each other, and it felt nice to share that friendly moment. I walked for about 45 minutes, enjoying the fresh air and the peacefulness of the park. When I got home, it was time to start work. I work from home, so I have a little office space in my living room. I sat down at my desk, turned on my computer, and checked my emails. There were a few messages from my colleagues, so I replied to those first. Then, I looked at my to-do list for the day. I had a meeting in the afternoon and a project that I needed to finish by the end of the day. I like to start with the smaller tasks first, so I worked on those for a while. Around 10:30 a.m., I took a break. I made myself a cup of tea and sat on the balcony for a few minutes. The sun was warm, and I could hear the sound of cars and people in the distance. It was nice to take a short break and just relax for a moment. After finishing my tea, I went back to work. I had a big project that I needed to focus on, so I spent the rest of the morning working on that. Time passed quickly, and before I knew it, it was lunchtime. For lunch, I made a salad with fresh vegetables, tomatoes, cucumbers, and spinach. I also added some grilled chicken that I had cooked the night before. It was a simple meal, but it was really tasty and healthy. I ate lunch while watching a short video on my phone. I like to watch something light and fun during lunch to give my mind a break from work. After lunch, I went back to my desk and prepared for my afternoon meeting. The meeting was with my team, and we were discussing an upcoming project. I made sure I had all my notes and ideas ready. The meeting was at 1:30 p.m. So I logged on a few minutes early to make sure everything was set up. The meeting lasted about an hour, and it went well. We talked about different ideas and made some plans for the project. It felt good to be productive and work together with my colleagues, even though we're all working remotely. Once the meeting was over, I had a bit more work to do on my project. I worked for another hour, and then I decided to take a break. I've been trying to make time for things that help me relax. So I decided to do some painting. Painting is one of my hobbies, and it's something that helps me unwind. I set up my paints and started working on a new piece. It was a landscape with mountains and a river. I love using bright colors. So I spent some time mixing the perfect shades of blue and green. I painted for about an hour, and it felt so calming. By the time I finished painting, it was late in the afternoon. I realized I needed to go to the grocery store to pick up a few things for dinner. I grabbed my shopping list and headed out. The store was a bit busy, but I quickly found everything I needed: some fresh vegetables, pasta, and chicken. When I got home, I started cooking right away. I made a simple pasta dish with chicken and a creamy sauce. It was quick to make, and it turned out delicious. After dinner, I cleaned up the kitchen and then spent some time relaxing. I watched an episode of my favorite TV show. It's a show about detectives solving mysteries, and I always get really into it. While I watched, I had a cup of tea and a small piece of chocolate for dessert. It was the perfect way to end the day. As the evening went on, I felt a bit tired, so I decided to read a book. I'm currently reading a mystery novel, and it's getting really exciting. I read for about an hour before it was time to get ready for bed. I brushed my teeth, washed my face, and changed into my pajamas. Before going to sleep, I like to take a few moments to think about my day. Today was a busy day, but it was also a good day. I felt accomplished and happy. I climbed into bed, feeling cozy and relaxed. As I lay there, I thought about tomorrow and what I might do. I closed my eyes, feeling peaceful and ready for a good night's sleep. Soon, I drifted off, dreaming of new adventures and another great day ahead. And that was my day. I hope you enjoyed listening to my story. What was your day like? Don't forget to practice your English by talking or writing about your own day. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
Bye!